Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan, and in this video I would like to share some big changes that are coming to PSR and our usual weeknight racing schedule. This video will not include any racing, it is purely for information only. There are two things that I need to cover in this video. The first is my journey to a DR rank of A and my struggles to get into the A rank and then to stay there. The second will be how I intend to incorporate Project Motor Racing, also known and referred to as PMR, into our racing schedule. These two changes will mean a significant change to the PSR Race schedule, which I will summarise at the end of this video. So starting off with my DR rank, many of you that follow me will know that I am a solid, very high B ranked racer. I've dipped into the A rank 3 times, but I quickly dropped back, and this is mostly down to starting those A rank races in the middle of the pack. My racecraft needs to improve so that I can gain positions in the mid pack, and my lap times also need to improve so that I can start further up the grid and therefore make better races and be at the front so that I'm not getting swallowed up. So to get better in the daily races, I need to practice my daily race of choice for that week much more. Quite simply then, I plan to use my channel to help by dedicating the Tuesday PSR session to be my daily race of choice. So basically I plan to run back-to-back races based on that chosen daily race. And during this session, I will look at a fast races replay and then try to apply what I've learnt to that race, which I will run for the rest of the session. So for example, if the daily race of choice is the GR4 cars on racing hard tyres around Brands Hatch, I will run that combo for the duration of the night. The aim of this session will be to help us all to get more consistent and therefore quicker over the course of the evening, and then set us up for some better performances in the daily races throughout the rest of the week. Now, thinking more about Project Motor Racing and the way that we're going forwards, I should point out that I've been a Gran Turismo fan since its first release, and Gran Turismo was the one reason that I bought my first PS, which was a PS1, and I've bought each PlayStation version since, and it's been my one consistent game throughout that long period. However, with the direction of the game over recent months, I've been looking at the new sim racing games that are coming through, and I finally bought a license for Project Motor Racing. I have very, very high hopes for this game. Those hopes are based on what I've seen from the recent marketing material that's being released, because of the real world racing consultants that have been involved with the project, not least Ben Collins, one of my racing heroes, and also because of what people have told me about the Project Cars games that have gone before. They seem to be pretty good, the rules are good, everybody is saying very good things about them. But will PMR live up to my expectations and my needs? I really don't know the answer to that question. Will GT7 be sidelined? Definitely not. At least not in the short and probably medium term. I am keeping a very open mind on everything at the moment. One of the questions that I am often asked is, if you're getting into PMR, should I buy the game? And my answer to that is simple. If you have the cash, if you want to explore the new game, then fine, go ahead. But if you're only buying it because I plan to get into it and race that in our PSR evenings, then no, don't buy it just yet. Remember my dalliance with ACC? How did that turn out? It is my plan to get into PMR at the very first available opportunity on the 25th of November. I think that's going to be in the afternoon. I've booked holiday and I am planning on streaming PMR content from the first minute that I begin to explore the new sim, so that you can see exactly what the game will deliver. These streams will be very long and cover my initial experiences, warts and all. You'll get my true reaction and comments as I start to work out how the game hangs together, and as I work on gaining my racing qualifications or whatever is needed to progress onto the real person racing, and then onto hosting the PSR lobby races. I will continue to host my GT7 nightly lobby races, but only from Tuesday through Thursday. Friday will remain as a Friday night special, and most likely that will be GT7 based, unless we decide to dedicate a Friday night to learning a new PMR track or running a specific PMR car or whatever. Friday nights will remain open to whatever we want to do. And then that leaves Monday. So Monday will become PMR nights, and from the 8th of December, I will be joining TCSRL for a collaboration night where Rita will likely be offering ranked PMR races from around 7 o'clock until 9, when I will take over with social races from 9, and of course those are all UK times. So in PMR there are ranked races, which are more serious races, and then there are social races which are slightly shorter but more akin to what we do at a PlayStation Racer now. So PMR will be a new experience, and some of you will buy the game and will wish to race with us together, whilst some of you will also wish to hold off for a while to see what the new racing sim offers, how good it is, and also whether it supports PSR lobby racing and whether I plan to continue to race in PMR going forwards. Remember how I dropped ACC because I had no control over the server. The same could easily be true for PMR. At the moment, I really just do not know. So again, I'm keeping a very open mind on all of this. But anyway, let's be positive and assume that the racing sim delivers on my needs and the needs of the PSR community more widely. So looking forward, we don't know how exactly how many PSR members will be purchasing PMR, and knowing that PMR will cater for bigger grids than Gran Turismo does, so we're looking at sort of 32 users in PMR. Rita and I have decided to bring the two communities closer together during the early days of the new racing sim and to try to offer bigger grids for these races. I hope to keep the PSR races, so those that we're running, from 9 o'clock to friends only. Friends in this context includes both PSR registered racers, friends in my PSN, and also TCSRL registered league racers. Whilst I'm getting to learn the PMR racing sim, I will keep my options open on whether I race GT7 or PMR on Monday the 1st of December. However, from Monday the 8th of December, I will be collaborating with TCSRL on a structured race evening, covering both the TCSRL and PSR communities, and this collaboration will continue until the 2nd of February 2026. So what do Rita and I have in mind? Very simply, for the 9 weeks from the 8th of December to the 2nd of February, Rita and I will open up PMR lobbies and allow members of both TCSRL and PSR to race together without having to officially sign up to the other community. So TCSRL will host the races from 7 until 9, and then PSR will host the races from 9 to 11 or whenever I decide to finish. And this is all going to be happening on the Monday during that period. As usual, everyone will need to abide by the rules of the host's community, and these rules can be found on the TCSRL website and also the PSR Discord channel. And if anyone does not abide by the rules, and they will be merged for all of these races, either of the hosts has the power to kick the offender. Now, as this is a new game with plenty of unknowns, the TCSRL races will not be their usual points paying races, nor will they be league versus league races. They are simply like-minded racers coming together to enjoy clean racing together. However, Rita is planning on awarding accolades to the top 3 racers. Also, I think pole and fastest laps for people racing in her races. These special accolades will be recorded in a special page on the special events section of the TCSRL website, and regular TCSRL members' accolades will be updated accordingly. With regards to the lobby races on offer during this special period, I believe that Rita will be running 30-minute structured races, probably using the ranked race mode in PMR. and I am planning on running more casual 15-minute races, so the social side of races in PMR. Again, we won't really know until we get into the game and see exactly what we have. TCSRL's race schedule will be published to their website as usual, and I will publish the PSR races on the day, as I do now, in the PSR Discord channel. TCSRL will run its normal party chats, and it will be mandatory for all racers to join that party chat so that cautions can be used, and my PSR races will remain casual, jump in and jump out races with no requirement for chat, and I will continue to deliver live instruction via my YouTube channel as usual. So if there's any changes to the cars, the tracks, anything like that, also when I'm going to be starting the races, etc., that will all be communicated over the YouTube channel. So this more casual come and race attitude is an exception, I should say, to our normal joining requirements, such as PSR's registration requirement. This special calibration and relaxation of the community join rules will only run from the 8th of December through to the 2nd of February 2026. After this date, both communities will revert to their individual races, and drivers will have to properly sign up to the relevant community to carry on participating in that community's events. Rita and I hope that this relaxation of the registration process and the dovetailing of the lobbies will result in bigger grids compared to both of us simply going it alone and running our own races. So how is that going to affect the PSR race schedule? Well, what that means for us is that I will begin to introduce the GT7 Pace Chasers Night on Tuesday as soon as possible. This is the one where I'm going to be running the daily races so that we can get up to speed. From the 25th of November, however, I will be streaming PMR during the day for the first few days and then hosting my Gran Turismo 7 lobby races as usual in the evening from 9 o'clock. I will also continue to race in the league races that I am currently involved with, so nothing is going to change with regard to that. And then after that first week, I will decide whether to race the GT7 daily races during the day, and that will obviously be work permitting, and as I've tried to race more recently, but as you've seen, that doesn't always happen because other things get in the way. Alternatively, I might continue with the PMR career or whatever I feel I want to run during those daytime sessions. As far as the evening is concerned, from the 8th of December, the schedule will look like this. Monday, we'll be doing Project Motor Racing. It'll be TCSRL from 7 to 9, using the ranked serious races, and PSR from 9 o'clock onwards with the social, more casual races. Tuesday will be a GT7 daily race based lobby races, so we'll be running one of the daily races all night long, so we'll just be repeating that throughout the evening. Wednesday will either be PMR or GT7 using the PSR randomizer generated races. Again, I'll decide whether it's going to be PMR on GT7 depending on how we're getting on with PMR at that time. Thursday will be GT7, and that again will be using the PSR randomizer to generate the races. And then Friday will be our usual Friday night special, which could be just about anything. It could be PMR, it could be Gran Turismo 7, it could be a games night, it could be exploring a track, it could be exploring a car, it could be a community member request, it could be absolutely anything. So I hope that this new schedule will give everyone an opportunity to see how good or bad PMR is, and to explore the new racing sim, or to explore how the new racing sim might fit into our race schedule. Obviously, everything in this video announcement is subject to change, and it depends on how good PMR is and whether it supports me as a streamer and a lobby host, and how good the racing is for those of you that are embracing PMR. So lots of unknowns at the moment. We will always have Gran Turismo as a fallback if things do not work out with PMR. And we also have Gran Turismo 8 to consider at some point in the future. So it looks like the next few weeks will be an interesting time, and we will make the most of what is on offer. I hope the new schedule meets with your agreement, and I look forward to seeing you on track or in the YouTube chat very, very soon. And as usual, In the meantime, I'd just like to say many thanks for watching and goodbye for now. Take care.